Be careful how you use it.
All right. You know what I just did? I went to push the clutch in. There's no clutch in the Toyota Supra. That is a mistake of monumental proportions, according to my book. I know not everybody agrees with me, but that's okay. You're all wrong and I'm right. Okay.
Make sure it's in sport mode.
Yes, we're gonna make sure it's in sport mode. Paul's gonna make sure.
Oh, you know what?
That's normal, sport. All right, it's in sport mode. Yes, okay, it's in sport mode. Auto start stop. Also known as the S button is off when you put it in sport mode. This is real carbon fiber.
Nice.
And it looks otherwise like a BMW, including this stupid thing.
No, actually, I don't.
He owns a BMW, so he's just very, defensive about it. But no,
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
It takes up very little real estate, and you can get.
It looks like a joystick out of a toy airplane or something.
You know what? You're an idiot.
I am. Well, I never claimed not to be an idiot. This is tight. Holy whoa! I'm already spinning the car out.
Well, they did say they just paved the parking lot, so it's really slick.
I touched the gas.
Wow.
So this thing is an underrated 335 or so.
It's 335 horsepower, but
it's dynos at like that at the rear wheel. It's
dynos at like 333, which means it's making probably about 375, 380.
Yeah, so it's way more. All right, I can tell you a couple things. It's got a head-up display. Right now it's showing me the speed limit and the miles per hour, which is not going to be very useful on the racetrack. I'd rather know what gear I'm in. So, let's, what do you think about this interior? You have the BMW. I mean, does this look just like an...
these buttons up here look very BMW-ish.
Yeah.
The temperature controls. I mean, this is right out of a BMW.
Yeah,
the iDrive. So I know this is made. What factory is it made in Austria?
Oh, I forget the name of it, but it's in Graz.
Magnastier?
Something like that. It's in Graz, Austria, where they make the G-Wagon. It's a specialty factory.
Yeah, so it's not made by BMW, assembled or
in a BMW plant.
Yes.
But it's basically contracted by both Toyota and BMW to be made in Graz, Austria, which is...
And when you listen to why they did that, why Toyota and BMW paired up, it makes sense. Look, if it wasn't for that, this car would never be made.
So would you rather have no Supra or a BMW collaborated Supra?
Exactly, because that way two companies share all the costs.
Yep.
And that way they can make the car, because neither Toyota nor BMW was going to just go ahead and take all the costs on themselves.
Exactly. It's the same thing with the FRS and the BRZ, which is the 86 now in the BRZ. Yeah. But same thing, you open the trunk on an 86, it says it's stamped Subaru.
Yeah. And you're going to see a lot more of that, actually. So you know what?
And it's not a bad thing.
Get used to it.
It's not a bad thing as long as the car ends up being a good car.
Yeah. But they were also very adamant to say that once they got all the dimensions, once they got all the engineering out, then they both went their separate ways as far as tuning it for the racetrack, tuning it driving dynamics. Everything else was done Toyota in-house and BMW in-house on their Z4.
Right.
So, they do share a lot of things, but they were tuned by two separately different companies.
The nice thing is that the main display has a tachometer with the gear right in the middle.
Yeah, it's a big number too, so you can see it. Okay,
like,
here we go.
Here we go. Let's see. Whoop.
Oh, maybe not.
I'm following a turtle. Come on. All right, so the track is still going to be a little damp. We're probably going to run a race line. I'm sorry, rain line. Although he's still going to. We'll see. Got a AMG in front of us, but this
GLC 43.
Yeah. Oh, he's driving the race line.
Yeah.
Be a little gentle on the throttle initially. Sounds nice. Shifts are fast.
Sounds great. Yeah, shifts are lightning fast.
This is not a dual clutch. This is an automatic.
Yeah, but it's a ZF1.
Exactly.
And it's like the best automatic transmission on the market.
This is third gear. It's very planted. Oh, I love the burbles when you let off. brake specs, to be honest with you. With Brembo's only in the front. And
Yeah,
then
I was a little shocked by Brembo's only in the front for this kind of car, but you know, maybe he doesn't need them.
I don't even have a tack in the head-up. That's wrong. There's something. Again, I hope it's just that I don't know what setting to do. But that's just wrong. I'm sorry. Your tachometer should be doing shift lights and there should be shift lights in the head-up of the tack and stuff. And tell me what gear I'm in. Okay. Well, again, I hope that's just a problem that we're having and not the car. But because if that's the car problem, they need to fix that. Very linear acceleration, so you don't get a lot of. There's no turbo lag. You really don't even know it's a turbo, to be honest with you.
I'm not feeling any lag whatsoever.
No, so it doesn't. You're not getting a boost or anything kicking you in the back. It's just the power's already there, so it's not like.
So it's kind of like a natural aspirated.
It feels naturally aspirated.
Yeah.
And it sounds nice. The handling is nice and tight. So like that's fourth gear. I mean, that's a lot of torque because that was not even.
Yeah, the torque is supposed to come on as low as 1600 RPM, so you got it
almost full torque
immediately.
And if I go down to third in this turn, tail's not wagging out at all.
Is it traction control or just it's just planted?
It's just planted. I mean, we're not giving it full. We're on a damn track and we're running race lines, so unlike the parking lot at 5 miles an hour when it wanted to step out a little. Every downshift is accompanied by some really nice burbles. You know, the thing about this car, it needs a stick shift. I'm sorry. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this automatic, but so if you like driving automatic, you're gonna like this transmission. You're not gonna miss not having a dual clutch. It's totally fine, and shifts are fast. The paddles mounted to the wheel are easy to shift through. There's nothing wrong with it, but it needs a stick shift for those who want it. There's no reason a Supra. I mean, come on. I mean, you guys were built on the Fast and the Furious with people shifting through like an 18-speed manual transmission. So let me just ease into the throttle. Yeah, that's nice. Handling is amazing. It's the problem. The problem with the Toyota Supra is the Corvette C8.
Yes,
because you dealers out there who are trying to charge premiums for this car are ruining the Toyota Supra.
Well, let's face it, the initial C8s are going to have premiums.
No, not all of them. I mean, there's a lot of dealers that are advertising that they're selling C8s. They will sell for MSRP. You're not going to get a discount on them. Not for a few years. But at MSRP, you could pick up, you know, one of a C8 with the Z51 package for the track, like $65,000. And you know, if people are gouging you on these, I've seen people trying to get 75 or even more.
Yeah, but
ridiculous.
Even Chevy's admitted that as of they're already sold out of all the C8s this year.
No, not yet. Almost.
Okay, almost. But next year the price is going up.
Oh, it always does. So, but
by a substantial amount.
Right. But if Toyota does the same thing,
it's
got a lot of stiff competition. I mean, it's a different animal. It's a front engine car. It's a two-seater. Yeah. And there's nothing overly special about the car. It's just a very competent two-seat sports car. But if they put a stick shift in it,
okay,
and people just the dealers were just charging normal prices, and this thing was really about 45, 48, 50,000. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it starts at 49. Good luck getting one, but yeah.
Well, and that's with nothing in it. But as it sits right now, it's a good, competent car. I think it could be a
from the passenger seat. It's nice. It's thrilling. You're moving around a lot.
Well, the one place you're not moving.
No, I'm saying the car's moving around a lot.
It's quick.
I'm planted. The seats are very, very nice. And I can feel the back end is solid. It's not going anywhere.
No, it isn't. And the driving position is really nice. It is a little bit pillboxy here, but it's okay. The sight lines are good. The rear is pinched a little, but it's not any worse than you get in like a Corvette. And the seats hold you in really nice. And they're comfy. They're comfy not hard.
Too. Yeah.
Not at all. So overall, I'm impressed. I mean, this was a long time coming to get to drive one of these things, but but it didn't disappoint at all. It's living up to its hype. It just needs a dealer network that doesn't gouge customers. Come on, guys.
Yes.
You know.
And with that, this has been Paul.
And Brendan.
Thanks for watching.
See you at the next one.